Hello everyone and welcome back to KORR Monsters. This time we're back in East Rutherford, New Jersey for the first time since the 2000 season. Our field of trucks for this event features Damon Newton in Comedic Gaskets, James Whitaker in Eagle Eye, Guy Neal in Flashover, rookie driver Jack Palmer in Howler, DJ Payne in King Carnage, Harper Ray bringing out his new ride Line X Defender, Huxley Baxter in Moving Violation, our freshly crowned two-time racing champion Lonnie Hall in Rambunctious, Joe Montgomery in Snow Problem, Will Baldwin in Snowcat, Ed Jenkins driving the WDHA truck, and rounding out our field, Curtis Sparks returns to KORR Monsters, this time driving Wildcat. Now we take a look at our racing bracket. Our four trucks getting the bye run into round number 2 are Rambunctious, Line X Defender, Flashover, and Comedic Gaskets, with the round 1 matchups being WDHA going up against Wildcat, Howler going up against Eagle Eye, Moving Violation going up against King Carnage, and then our last race of round 1 features Snowcat going up against Snow Problem. Now for our first race of the event here, both these trucks on the line waiting for the green, and away they go. Get our first look at this WDHA truck. Of course, the local radio station here in New Jersey, the Rock of New Jersey, coming around this final turn. Who's it going to be at the line? Looks like it's going to be Wildcat cracking the whip around the last turn. It was a close race up until that. And now next race up, Howler going up against Eagle Eye. Ooh, Eagle Eye timed that light perfect. Got about a truck length advantage off the line. And at the halfway point, that lead's growing. And now coming to the line, it's going to be all Eagle Eye picking up the racing win by a significant margin. So now on to our next race, Moving Violation going up against King Carnage. Good start from both trucks. Both trucks a little wide in the turn. And Moving Violation has the advantage, and I think King Carnage just got a penalty for missing the ramp. So it should be an easy win for Moving Violation here, but King Carnage made it close at the end. But it'll be Moving Violation moving on into round number 2. And now our last race of round 1, Snowcat going up against Snow Problem. Once again, good start from both these trucks, leaving almost at the same time. At the halfway point, Snowcat has a monstrous lead. And it looks like it will be Snowcat picking up the win here, going on into the next round. That right lane, though, looks like can make a very good comeback on that last turn. But now our round 2 matchups will be Rambunctious going up against Wildcat, Line X Defender going up against Eagle Eye, Flashover going up against Moving Violation, and then Comedic Gaskets going up against Snowcat. Now first race of round number 2. Both trucks off the line. Into the first turn. Both trucks going very wide in the turn. Rambunctious with the advantage. Coming around this last turn, though, who's it going to be? Wildcat closing the gap. And it's going to be Wildcat picking up the win in an upset on our reigning racing champion. As now we have Line X Defender going up against Eagle Eye. Good start from both trucks. Eagle Eye going with that wider turn. A little bit of a disadvantage right now. But we'll have to see if he can crack the whip in that turn again. And yes, he is. Eagle Eye picking up the win here in round number 2. That right lane definitely the one to be in, it looks like. As now we have Flashover going up against Moving Violation. Good start from both trucks. Flashover left a little earlier. Goes really wide in the turn. Has about a truck length advantage going into the final turn. Coming to the line, who's it going to be? It's going to be Moving Violation. Just barely picking up the win. Going on into the semifinals. And our last race of round number 2, Comedic Gaskets going up against Snowcat. Both trucks leaving at the same time. Pair of veterans here. And at the line the first time, too close to call. It's all going to come down to this last turn. And it's going to be Snowcat getting the easy win into the semifinals. Kinetic Gasket's a little out of shape there. But our matchups for the Final Four are going to be Wildcat versus Eagle Eye, and then Moving Violation going up against Snowcat. We're almost guaranteed to have a new winner at this event. Now pulling up to the line, Wildcat and Eagle Eye. Waiting on that green. Wildcat almost jumped. Officials are saying he was good. But coming around here, Wildcat about a truck advantage. Eagle Eye almost missed the ramp. Looks like he was good according to the officials. At the line, though, it's going to be Eagle Eye picking up the win and losing the hood. Now, last matchup here in the semifinals, Moving Violation and Snowcat. Good start from Moving Violation. A little too tight in the turn, maybe, for Moving Violation. Lost all that speed. Coming around to the finish here. Oh, Moving Violation all over the place. Snowcat's going to get the win. Moving Violation made it a race, though. And now our final matchup is going to be Eagle Eye going up against Snowcat. Guaranteed a new winner here. Who's it going to be between these two? Snowcat has that preferred lane. And they're even at the line at the halfway point. Coming to the finish, who's it going to be? Good run from both trucks, but it'll be Snowcat picking up the win here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Now we take a look at our freestyle order. It'll be King Carnage starting us off, followed by Wildcat, Snow Problem, WDHAFM, Howler, Eagle Eye, Snowcat, Line X Defender, Flashover, Moving Violation, Kinetic Gaskets, and then rounding us off will be Lonnie Hall in Rambunctious. Now first truck out, DJ Payne bringing out King Carnage. Starting us off with a hit on the racing lane. Got a good little bit of air off of it. And a lot more air off of that lane. They built that ramp up a little bit, it looks like. DJ was a driver we normally saw put on some crazy runs back in the day, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit here recently. Hopefully we'll get a better show out of him this time than we've had the last couple of events. So far, a pretty good run. And he's going to combo up here. Oh, good save there. Could have got in trouble if he stayed on the gas going over that bus stack. Last 30 seconds of the run. More good air off that yellow lane. It's not a bad run, but like I was saying before, it's just kind of lackluster from what we used to see out of him. Couple of seconds left here. What has he got for us? Thought he was going to cross up that big ramp there, but looks like he's just going to go into some donuts here to end the run. Good run to start us off, but definitely not going to be one to contend for the win. It's going to be a 21 for DJ Payne and King Carnage to start us off. As next up, Curtis Sparks brings out Wildcat. First time we're seeing him freestyle here on KORR Monsters in probably 5 or 6 years. Curtis, of course, used to drive the old high voltage truck back in the day. Now driving this Wildcat truck for Will Baldwin, as there goes the back body work. Of course, that's nothing new for this team. They love breaking off the back of the trucks because there's nothing there to support them. Huge sky wheelie from Curtis Sparks. Now we're getting some cyclones here, maybe. Good set of rotations there. Definitely a much faster run than we just saw out of King Carnage. A lot more going on, a lot bigger hits. I think he wanted to go for a slap wheel there, but did not like the bounce. Another sky wheel, this time on the blue lane, and up and over he's gonna go, trying to save it. And no, it's gonna be an 18 from the judges for Curtis Sparks and Wildcat, as now Joe Montgomery brings out Snow Problem. Starting us off, good hit on the blue lane. Searching around for that next hit, gets some good air off the yellow lane. Into a bit of a slap wheelie. Get some air off that van stack. I think he wanted to set up for a sky wheelie, or he was just going for the combo here over the bus stack. Just kind of crawling over it though. Looking on the backside of the blue lane, great sky wheelie there. Not really a lot of elevation, but it was dead vertical. And first one to go after that bus stack sideways off that car. And once again, comboing it up with the other bus stack. Coming down the last 20 seconds of the run. It's not a bad run, but we definitely need to see more out of this. It looks like we're going to get some donuts here. Last few seconds of the run. Will this be the last move of the run? And it looks like it's going to be. Good set of donuts here for Joe Montgomery and Snow Problem. And it's going to be a 21 to tie for the lead for Snow Problem. As now Ed Jenkins brings out WDHA, the Rock of New Jersey. Ed, of course, normally driving Bull Tilt, but he was selected to drive this truck, so they just stuck the body on Bull Tilt. Going for a slap wheelie here a little bit, but not a whole lot of bite out of that truck for that slap wheelie. Backside of the big ramp there. Good little wheelie over it. Getting some air off those dirt ramps on the side of the track. Getting some air over that bus stack. Is he going to go for the other one? No, he's not. And what's he going to go for here? He's going to throw it into some donuts. Risky move there. You never know if you're going to catch a rut and go over. But a great set of donuts there from Ed Jenkins. Lining up for something here. He's going to air it out big off that big ramp. Just a few seconds left in the run here. Is he going to get another hit in? And he's going to cross up the blue lane a little bit. His time expires. It looks like he's going to keep on going here for the fans. It's a good hit on that bus stack. And combos it up with the other bus stack. Great wheelie over it. And he's going to call it there. It's going to be a 22 for Ed Jenkins and WDHA. Next up, Jack Palmer bringing out Howler. Going to start us off with a sky wheelie on the yellow lane. And it looks like he's already broken the rear sway bar on that truck. So the rest of this freestyle is probably going to be a struggle for him with the handling. As he gets another sky wheelie on the blue lane. Try to combo it up with another slap wheelie. Another truck going after that double bus. No one's really gotten a lot of air off that bus stack yet. As he goes right back to it from the other direction, once again, just kind of crawling over it. Oh, and he parks a wheelie on top of the other bus stack. Interesting move there from Jack. And now he's going to go into some donuts. Everyone liking doing donuts here so far. Just a couple of rotations out of Jack Palmer, though. With 25 seconds left in the run. And he's going to be the first one to hit that SUV over that bus stack. Beautiful wheelie over it. Last 10 seconds of the run. Is this going to be enough to take the lead? I don't know. Huge sky wheelie on the yellow lane. Rips the rear sway bar out of the truck completely now. And it looks like he might have damaged the front sway bar as well, so there's no sway bars on this truck now. And it looks like he's going to be shut off there. And he's going to get a 24, so he'll take the lead here. About halfway through freestyles now, James Whitaker brings out Eagle Eye. Made it to the final round in racing. Brand new body on this truck, newer Dodge Dakota. He's run that old Dakota for however many years now. And now he's on this newer body. And also, as mentioned a lot last year, he hurt his main engine, completely broke it. And was with a spare engine all year. Well, it's not a problem anymore. He's got a new sponsor on that truck. Keith Black Hemi is now in the back of that truck. Big power here. Definitely helped him make it into racing and get that huge air off that racing lane. Now we're getting some donuts. Make that some cyclones here. About halfway through the run. Truck hikes up. Can he save it? No, he will not. He's going to end it early. It's going to be a 15 for James Whitaker and Eagle Eye. As now Will Baldwin brings out Snowcat. Looking for his first hit here. He's going to air out. Big sky wheelie on the yellow lane. Once again, another one of these Baldwin-style chassis. Of course, named after Will Baldwin because he makes them for people. His own team included. Another big Hemi in the back of this cat. So he gets some good air off that double bus stack. Biggest air off of it so far. Of course, Will Baldwin finally getting his first win here in KORR Monsters, winning racing earlier. And now he's going to take his turn at that step up on the back of the big ramp. Momentum kind of lacking a little bit here in the last half of this run. 30 seconds left to go. What does Will Baldwin have for us? Huge air over that bus stack. And just drives between the racing ramp and the other bus stack. Judges might not like that. Get some good air on the back of the blue lane. Last hit here for Will Baldwin and Snowcat. Huge sky wheelie once again off the yellow lane. Lands it on the back of the truck and up and over. He's going to go try to save it. No. And it'll be a 23 for Will Baldwin and Snowcat. Not quite enough to take the lead as now Harper Ray brings out the brand new Linex Defender. Starting us off, great hit over the bus stack into a slap wheelie. And then lands it on the yellow lane. Great start for Harper Ray here. Now getting some great air off those dirt ramps. Huge air off the blue lane. Biggest air we've gotten off of that so far. This Linex truck, of course, on the brand new Ford Super Duty body. First truck we've seen here in KORR Monsters with it. I know the Team Rat Trap trucks have it. I think we'll be seeing them next week. Oh, getting into trouble there, but brings it back down. Great save from Harper Ray and Line X defender. Backside of the blue lane, gets some good air off of it. With how beat down those cars are, I'm surprised they're still getting that much air off of it. 20 seconds left. Huge air over the bus stack once again. Now he's going to combo it up with the other bus stack. Get some more good air off of that one, but not quite as much. Harper Ray putting on an amazing run here compared to everyone else. Oh, and now destroys that van. It's been almost untouched the entire event and just got flattened in one move by Harper Ray. As time expires, up and over he's going to go. And it's going to be a 26 to take the lead for Harper Ray and Line X defender. As now Guy Neal brings out Flashover. Looks like he's going to line up backside of the yellow lane. Went for a sky wheelie, but the back tires caught it, looked like. And just turned that into a regular jump. Looking around for that next hit. I don't know if he wanted a sky wheelie off the back of the blue lane, or if he just wanted a good hit. But he got a good hit off of it, and now he just launches it over that step up. Beautiful move there for Guy Neal and Flashover. And now puts it on the bumper and slams into the van. If that van wasn't destroyed before, it definitely is now. More great air off that blue lane. Huge air off the yellow lane for Guy Neal and Flashover. Going into donuts with 30 seconds left in this run. And now back to the bus stack. Gets into trouble but recovers it. And now crosses up the yellow lane. Guy Neal in the conversation for the lead here. You have to imagine huge air off the big ramp to end the time. He's going to keep on going here. Huge sky wheelie on the double bus stack. Lands it hard on the back, and I think it shut the truck off. Gets a 24 for Guy Neal and Flashover. I feel like that should have been scored a little higher, but I'm not one of the judges. As now Huxley Baxter brings that moving violation. Starts us off with an amazing slap wheelie. And then combos it up with the back of the yellow lane. And gets some more good air on the back of that blue lane. And immediately whips it around. I think he wants another hit at it. No, he's going to go for the dirt ramps on the side. Huxley, one of those drivers. He's got all the potential in the world to put on a world-class freestyle run. It's kind of looking like he might be doing that here. Last 40 seconds of the run. Huge air on the back of the big ramp. Lost the tailgate on that one. Lining up for something here. And he's going to go dead sideways over the blue lane. Gets tripped up by the car on top. Up and over he's going to go, but he's going to save it. Amazing save from Huxley Baxter, and the body's still on the truck somehow. Last couple of seconds here for him. Tripped up once again on the bus stack. Hard landing on the side, and he's going to save it once again. Pair of great saves to end the run for Huxley Baxter and moving violation. Truck's got a broken four-link, and up and over he's going to go again on the big ramp, and he's going to save it once again. But the officials are going to tell him he's done. It's going to be a 28 for Huxley Baxter and moving violation with just a couple of trucks left. As now Damon Newton brings out Cometic gaskets. Starting us off, good hit on the back of the yellow lane. It might be beat down too much now to get a good sky wheelie off of it. Good hit for Damon Newton and Kinetic Gaskets there on that double bus stack. Momentum definitely needs to pick up here a little bit if he wants to contend with Huxley Baxter and moving violation, however. But this is not a bad start so far for Damon Newton. Get some good air on the yellow lane, combos it up with a slap wheelie. Oh, he's going to get tripped up by that bus stack, recovers it, goes right into the other bus stack. Wild landing there, but he recovers it, goes into donuts coming up on 30 seconds left in the run. Damon Newton wants to contend for this lead, but he's got to step it up a little bit here. Oh, the red car in the bus stack is going to flip him over on top of the bus stack. That's going to be it. It's only going to be a 20 for Damon Newton and Kinetic Gaskets. Too much time left on the clock. There's now one truck left. Lonnie Hall brings out Rambunctious. Starting us off, good air on the blue lane. And now he's going to ramp off that same red car that just claimed Kinetic Gaskets into a slap wheelie onto the other bus stack. Oh, and he's high-centered. Can he get off the bus stack? Or did Huxley Baxter just win freestyle here? Lonnie's fighting it. He's got some traction, but it looks like the bus has grabbed him. He's still fighting it. But he's not making any ground, and no, the officials are going to shut him off. It's going to be a 5 for Lonnie Hall and Rambunctious, which means Huxley, Baxter, and moving violation is your freestyle winner here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, with that 28, followed by Linex Defender with a 26, Howler and Flashover with a 24, Snowcat with a 23, WDHA-FM with a 22, King Carnage and Snow Problem with a 21, Kinetic Gaskets with a 20, Wildcat with an 18, Eagle Eye with a 15, and then Rambunctious rounding us off with that disappointing 5. But for a first time back here in almost 8 years, that was not that bad of a show. Great racing, couple of surprise winners, not people you normally expect to see actually get the win. But as always, be sure to follow us on Instagram to keep up to date with all the news and behind the scenes stuff going on. And be sure to leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this show. Let us know who you thought should have won. But as always, we hope you enjoyed this show, and we'll see you next week in Houston, Texas. We'll see you then.